coming in as we speak. All right, source-based information coming in that Kamal Nath, the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, may announce his resignation during the press conference that is slated for noon today. Remember, there is a floor test that's been mandated by the Supreme Court, which will take place today. The BJP's contention has been that Kamal Nath's government is on a minority government. It doesn't have the numbers. Those 16 rebel MLAs' resignation have not been accepted so far, has been the bone of contention, where the role of the speaker, the role of the governor, constitutional provisions, all once again being raised in court. So all eyes on whether Kamal Nath will in fact announce his resignation as the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister in 15 months of taking charge is really the key question. And does it now then pave the way for BJP to be staking claim, because that's what they've been saying all along. And remember, it was December 2018 when Kamal Nath's government had come in. It was a very, very slender majority that they had. 41% was the vote share that Shivraj Singh Chauhan had got. 40.6% is what Kamal Nath had got. And the BJP had all along maintained that this was too narrow a race to have been declared to have been lost. But whatever said and done, Kamal Nath had the numbers. He had all the numbers, 114, then 7 independents, SP, BSP. But since then, in the last fortnight or so, things, of course, have unraveled. And how? First, of course, those MLAs deserted. Then Jyotiraditya Scindia shifted sides. Several MLAs close to the Scindia camp and others then moved to Bangalore, which is a BJP-ruled state, and have been locked up, holed up since then, and the legal battle in Supreme Court has continued. All right, Priya Sahgal joins us for her perspective on this. So Priya, you've been working the phones. Tell us what's the inside dope that you have.
Gauri, well, there is a this buzz that Kamal Nath actually might announce his resignation at he's called a press conference at 12 noon. That is what we've been told. So we do know that, he's been working the phones trying to get the MLAs, but the MLAs seem to be firmly in the BJP camp. The court has also ordered a trust vote by show of hands. So I think he's read the writing on the wall, and this press conference could be his resignation conference also. We also saw the letter Digvijay Singh wrote to the MLAs yesterday saying that, if anything, inadvertently, if any errors happen, then forgive me. So they seem to have realized that things are getting out of hand. The tone of that letter, Digvijay's outreach, then Kamal Nath himself, the court didn't really play ball with them as they had thought. I think they've read the writing on the wall because, as we've been discussing earlier, the numbers don't add up if the MLAs are in the BJP camp.
So the numbers don't add up, but he will not go till the floor of the House and make an emotional pitch like several other chief ministers in the past have done so?
Well, I think the idea is he's holding that press conference, so he may hold his emotional pitch then, because he knows on the floor of the House there will be too much chaos. I don't think also, been told to wrap up the proceedings fast, which is why there's going to be, what I've been told, just a show of hands and not even the electronic voting, because, the whole idea is with this age of coronavirus not to have too many large gatherings. So I think he may use the press conference for his emotional pitch and maybe even save the hassle of a floor test if he resigns. But all that will come into speculation only once he does resign. But we are told that press conference at 12 Gauri is really worth watching for. That will give us the indication. It's not the resignation itself. We'll know exactly which way he's going. And currently, as things stand, he doesn't have much room to maneuver except the resignation way.
And Priya, then how does the numbers really stack up? For the simple reason I asked this, that Digvijay Singh is in Bhopal. Kamal Nath has, there are some reports that indicated that back channel lines of communication are on between the rebel MLAs and Kamal Nath. So are we then going to come back to a very tight spot till the very end, or is this over and done with? That's my point.
I think it's over now. It's more bravado because Kamal Nath, I saw yesterday, he was telling the media also, he's been telling us that I've been speaking to the rebel MLAs. Whatever they've been videotaping support to the BJP has been under duress. Actually, they are reaching out to me. But then the tone of Digvijay's letter kind of gave it away, saying, please come, if anything has gone wrong on my mistakes, forgive me, kind of a note. I think the MLAs, once they've gone to Bangalore, they've kind of, decided which way they're going to be going. So you can argue whether they are the BJP's MLAs or the Scindia's MLAs. I think there are about 5-6 who are in Scindia's camp, and those are the ones who've been expelled immediately by Kamal Nath, who sent a letter to the speaker to expel them. But I think the others are the BJP's own doing, and so whatever it's MLAs, once they've gone to Bangalore, they've kind of decided which way they're going to be going. So you can argue whether they are the BJP's MLAs or the Scindia's MLAs. I think there are about 5-6 who are in Scindia's camp, and those are the ones who've been expelled immediately by Kamal Nath, who sent a letter to the speaker to expel them. But I think the others are the BJP's own doing, and so whatever if they've gone this far, it'll be very difficult to get them back. And I think Kamal Nath has tried. He's a resourceful man. In fact, as Congress leaders say, if anybody could have pulled this through, it is Kamal Nath. We've also been told that they've made this into old guard versus young guard prestige fight. So even other, the whole Congress old guard, from Ahmed Patel, Huda, Ashok Gehlot, everybody's been behind Kamal Nath, trying to work ways and channels to get these MLAs back. BJP too has made it a prestige fight, and I think the BJP has the upper hand on this. This is the indications we are getting. So from those 122, if you minus 6, there's still a whole chunk of MLAs that could swing. If they abstain, if they are, if they are in the rebel camp, then they will not be allowed to vote. Then Kamal Nath's government falls. Even if they do come and vote against him, Kamal Nath's government falls. So it's, I don't think he's been able to win them over as yet. This is the indications I'm getting from my Congress sources.
And Priya, finally, before I let you go, which is that what's the word coming in from the Congress's central leadership? Are they clued in? Do they have any options here, or have they just left it completely to Kamal Nath?
That's a very interesting question, Gauri. I must say, and it really taps your finger on the pulse of the Congress chaos that is happening. Central leadership is, if you break it down, it comes to Rahul and Sonia. Sonia is more active than Rahul on this because, she's in charge as president, and she's also been seen as representing the old guard. And when I mean Sonia is active, it means really Ahmed Patel who is active. So it's through Ahmed Patel that they are working the phones. Kamal Nath has told, he definitely has Ahmed Patel support. In fact, when the time came to make them chief ministers, and the choice was between Scindia and Pilot versus Gehlot and Kamal Nath, it was Ahmed Patel and the old guard that really put their weight behind the older generation, and these two got their job. So, and to be fair, we've seen Rahul tweeting that picture about Scindia where he says time and patience. He was not just counseling Scindia, but he was also telling him, look at Kamal Nath, he's also waited for this moment, Scindia is only 18 years as a Congress leader, whereas Kamal Nath, who's done about 60 years or 40 years. So at the end of the day, Kamal Nath has more of waiting on his side. So this is Kamal Nath's turn. Scindia could have waited. Rahul camp is also pretty unhappy with Scindia, the way he's behaved. So in this, I think the Congress is unanimous that we have to defeat, they made it a prestige fight, but in terms of logistics and the doing and the delivery, it is Kamal Nath and Digvijay who are really, and the older guard who are more active than the younger guard.
All right, Priya, thanks much for giving us all those details. The inside dope on the drama that's likely to unfold in Madhya Pradesh in the next couple of hours. 12 o'clock is the press conference that Kamal Nath will have. And in that press conference that he'll hold, there is a very high chance that he may resign. He may not go through the entire trust vote mandated by the Supreme Court because the numbers do not stack up in his favor.